Welcome back to Grab Her by the Mic, the podcast for women who are slightly feral, wildly opinionated, and completely done trying to fit the script. This week we're talking slow living, Hunter Valley wine pipelines, and why April has personally attacked us both. Plus, Harry Styles is engaged after 8 months. Trump told Melania to her face that their marriage is cooked on live TV in front of the king. And a woman stole a pet crayfish to set it free. Chaotic week. Let's get into it.
It's time for recap and rosé. Let's pour a glass of wine.
Done.
Spill about our week. And talk about what's happened since the last episode.
It's recap and rosé, the part where they relive their week like it was national news.
You go first.
Pretty slow week this week for me again, which I think is now just...
Slow week? Slow mothering?
No, just slow. I think my week's now going to be slow in general.
Is that good or bad?
I think it's good for now. At what point will I start feeling itchy and I need to start contributing? Who knows?
What are you doing with your time?
Honestly, I spend a lot of time on this podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Like the editing takes forever, and because I have the time, I'm very particular with it.
Yeah, of course.
And then the planning and the socials. Last week's episode still isn't out yet. It'll come out this afternoon.
Perfect.
At some point, but it's not Tuesday. Let's just put it that way.
Doesn't matter. No one will know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So that's what I spent my time doing. So last week, the funny thing was, I don't know if I told you this, but I sat down Friday, kids are watching a movie. We do movie night every Friday. Alternate the picks. It's just really an excuse at the end of the week for James and I to let the kids watch TV while they eat their dinner and then skip books because they've had a movie.
Yeah.
Go straight to bed. Little ritual. I sat down. James goes, so I've booked dinner tomorrow night for us.
Oh.
I went, why? I went, date night. So I've booked Lucette tomorrow night, 5:30. So I went, okay. And then I went, he's going to break up with me.
Of course.
It was so unexpected.
Of course it is.
He's never booked a dinner unprompted. I'm normally nagging him. Oh, got you date night? We should do date night. Da, 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 da. And it's funny because part of being slow, I guess, or slower, I'm not intentionally being slower. It's just my life is slower because of the job situation. I've been less on his case, I think.
So he's enjoying you more?
I think he likes me more.
Oh, great.
I'm less, well, let's sit next to each other. Let's hold hands. Why don't you do this? Da, 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 da. Like, we should do da, 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 da. So now he's like been very attentive and affectionate and booked dinner.
Nice.
So that's interesting. It's quite nice.
Is it this Saturday coming?
No, this was last week.
Right.
We went for dinner.
Got you.
It was good. We sat down at dinner. We went to Lucette in Barrel, which is always good. It's got really good steak and other French food.
Fritz.
Yes. Sat down, got seated, and the waitress goes, you were just beautiful. Like, just stunning. Like, the glitter in your makeup, everything. I went, oh, thank you. And I turned to my husband. I went, see, some people compliment me. So, of course, I went straight back to being a bitch.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's fine. Very hard habit to break.
Yep.
The only other thing that I thought was funny this week is Noah got an award at school. So I had to go to assembly for his award presentation and they didn't tell you what he's going to get it for. So he got an award for demonstrating responsibility by making positive choices and setting a wonderful example for younger students. And I said to him, so what did you do
to get that award?
To get that award, he went, there was a boy in kindy and he was looking at me while the teacher was talking. So I pointed to the teacher to say, don't look at me, look at the teacher, and told him to pay attention. I went, well, that's fucking rich coming from you, Mr. ADHD.
Stones in glass houses.
I know. That was it. Like, that is honestly my week.
What were you not looking at? Why were you not looking at the teacher today too? Why were you both not looking at the teacher? That's cute.
That's my week. That's it. Boring.
Very beige.
We're like opposite outfits.
But I feel this is so good for you.
Yeah.
Because it's giving you rest before the rev up happens again.
When will the rev up happen?
It'll happen because you're that personality. You wouldn't be able to sit like this forever. But I definitely think you need this because I think when you now start back up to whatever degree it is, you will have needed this rest. So embrace it, I think.
I am.
Yeah. Slow.
The merino wool bag is growing.
You got RSI?
Oh, not from crocheting though.
Oh. Nice.
How was your week?
Good. I've had a good week. What day is it?
How was the Hunter Valley?
Hunter Valley was good. It's so beautiful there.
It is.
We stayed at a nice hotel, which was, it wasn't a great hotel. It was very basic. But the view felt like we were in Spain. It was just stunning, just flat, and then there's beautiful mountains in the background. And it's a suburb called, and I struggled with it the whole weekend, Percolben.
Yeah. I thought it was Pobloken.
Bacoken. I have said all the names.
Bacoken?
Bacoken.
I just stayed at cocaine.
And all weekend I felt like such a doofus. We had a really nice time. We went out for Sri Lankan on the Saturday. Weirdest.
I'm sorry, that's Sri Lankan in the Hunter Valley. That doesn't seem... Okay, cool.
It was an odd choice, but it was one of the ones that TripAdvisor had mentioned as being one of the top restaurants.
So TripAdvisor's still around? I thought that was a naughties thing.
Probably. I'm just so old school. I'm like, good restaurants in this area.
Your parents are literally planning their trips on ChatGPT, yet you're sitting back here on TripAdvisor.
On Google.
The Google.
The Google machine. So we went to Sri Lanka, which was really nice on the Saturday night.
Sri Lanka?
To Sri Lankan. It was called Oak and Vine.
Doesn't sound Sri Lankan.
Doesn't at all.
But it sounds very Hunter Valley.
Cypress Hill maybe was the name of it. I don't know. Anyway.
I was in a winery.
It was in a... Look, I feel like everything is a winery around there except the cheese factory.
I just feel heavy.
The lolly shop. And what else did we go to? Oh, this place called... I have to think of the name, but they do the most amazing toasties. Their toasties have really funny names like Celine Dijon, Spanner in the Works. And it's like everything. It's just really cute, quirky names and have really nice cold brew. Can't think of the name of it. Anyway, I'll find that. And we laughed like you cannot imagine. You know, there's like, my brother is one of those people in my life that we fat like that husky, wheezy, absolutely laugh from your little toes. We laughed and laughed all weekend.
Not a self-conscious laugh.
No. And we absolutely ripped through each other the whole weekend.
That's the best type of laughter.
And we laughed at each other. Pat got a little confident, little whine, and you know his volume goes up then and he gets a little bite back in.
Balls get bigger.
Oh, yeah. The confidence on that human.
No,
pipe down. That's what I want to say to him. Pipe down.
Yeah, remember your box. Yeah. It's in my handbag. Put your balls back in there.
Remember your position in this world. So we had a really nice weekend and it was so nice to be away from my kids. I know that sounds terrible.
It doesn't. You need a break to be a good mum.
Yeah, we just had a really good time. Bought some wine, mostly for my mum who had my kids because I felt like she was going to be like, but yeah, really nice week. And then this week we celebrated Maggie's 7th birthday. I have a 7-year-old.
Yeah, so do I.
Wild. 7 feels big.
Wait till it's 8. I feel like 8 feels big.
Yeah, it's getting close to 10.
Yeah, double digits.
Yeah. So we had a croquembouche.
Yes.
And she wanted a baked dinner. So we baked a dinner. We went, this was another thing. We went and bought bikes on Monday. Both the kids have birthdays.
Didn't they just get bikes?
No. They've got bikes. Not the last Christmas, but the Christmas before.
I feel like last Christmas they got bikes.
No.
Because I remember Hamish ploughing into the gutter with his new bike.
Well, we kept calling it his new bike because we wanted him to have some level of respect for it.
Yeah, it didn't work.
And there has been some real doozies. But we're in this tiny little bike shop on the Monday after coming back from the Hunter Valley. And Hamish had this almighty meltdown over a pair of gloves. But he can't say gloves. He says glubs. Mama, I want those gloves. Please, I want the gloves. And I just kept laughing at him.
And he was getting incensed.
I want the gloves. And he cried and cried and cried about the gloves. And then the man comes up and said, I'll give you the gloves for $10. I went, oh, okay.
Honestly, would you not be pissed at the man? Just be like,
I know.
Obviously, I'm standing firm on the gloves.
Yeah.
Don't come in here and say that you're good. Because then when I say no, I definitely look like an arsehole.
Oh, I love a discount. It got me over the line.
I know, but he shouldn't have done that. That's bad. Was this in town?
No, this was at like a bike shop. Anyway, a small fortune later, the kids both got new bikes that'll last them a couple of years. So they're a little bit big for them at the moment. There's a different measurement, 18 inch, 24 inch, but they're basically on a bike that'll last them a couple of years. We got new Australian standard helmets, gloves.
Gloves. Did both kids get gloves?
Well, you have to. You can't. In my house, everyone has to.
I'd have the best idea.
What?
You know those Lycra bike outfits?
Yeah. Those with the pad on the bum?
The pad that goes, on the bum.
Oh, for a dress up?
No.
What for?
Branded ones. For both of our family.
So we can all go out together.
Yeah.
Gloves.
Like a full morph suit.
Oh. I ride behind those. No, I would look so unattractive.
How much do you think those things smell?
Terrible.
Once they take them off.
Because it's sweaty.
Yeah, and it's all around the crotch and you got that crotch pad.
Yeah, and then the up and the down. Yeah, no. But good week. Feel like I'm crawling through the year already.
Well, what are we?
April. The end of April.
Yeah, month 4. is almost over.
I think it's because I've got February, March is quieter, but sort of back to school, term 1. Then I get hit with 2 birthdays. And then it's my birthday. And then I just think
it's my birthday.
And then it's your birthday. And then Coco's birthday.
Then Mabel's birthday.
If Coco lives to see the...
Yeah, James's birthday's soon.
Anyway, but yeah. Good week. I've been making so many soups. My family is...
Soups. What's been the best one you've made so far?
The taco soup.
When is a soup not a soup, but a stew?
A Mexican soup.
Mexican.
Very easy. All the things you'd put in. So you got refried beans.
The most unhealthy beans in the world.
Mince. I actually use just red kidney beans.
Much better. Refried beans is cooked in pork fat.
Yeah, no, I just use red kidney beans. Mince, taco seasoning, chicken stock, beef stock, any veggies you want, 2 tablespoons of salsa, and then you serve it with sour cream, lime juice, and guacamole on top. And then instead of dipping bread in, you would with soup, we just had the tostitas.
So you made chili?
Yeah, but is that what chili is? Chili doesn't have meat in it though, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Chili con carne.
Oh, carne means meat.
Carne. Chili with meat.
Carne means meat. Okay, well, yeah, maybe, but it was delicious. And tonight the kids are having bone broth and chicken noodle soup for dinner. My kids love it, so I'm all for it. But Pat thinks it's entree. It's why do we keep having entrees?
I think soup's not a meal. It's a liquid.
I love it.
But carne's good.
Yeah.
I mean, chili.
Chicken's good. I
love a pea and ham soup.
That's like a dog eating the inside of a dog can.
Not from a can. When you make it properly.
No.
When we'd have the Christmas ham, then you'd use the leftover bone to make the pea and ham soup.
But yeah, everyone's a little souped out in my house, but I'm like, another liquid dinner.
Your husband's like, I'm drowning and I am so thin.
Did the baked dinner last night. Everyone was like, this is so good,
Mum.
Mum.
I mean, it's like they've been in a...
Shut up. It's because you got to chew tonight.
Yeah. Masticate. You got to masticate.
Yeah, ripped through those potatoes. But anyway, good week.
Good week. Okay, should we get into the weekly spiral?
Let's do it. I'm already spiraling.
About?
Trump.
Oh, that happened today.
Oh my God. I was listening to it on the way home on the quickie and I thought, he is dead set a pig of a man.
Many people, great people, very smart people, they come to me and say, sir, where do you get your news? I tell them right here, this is the weekly spiral.
It's time for our weekly spiral. 3 things from the headlines this week that we think you should know about, delivered with zero expertise and most likely an overreaction. Story 1.
Okay.
In the headlines this week. Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz engaged after 8 months. So Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz were reportedly engaged after roughly 8 months of dating. They were first spotted together in Rome last August. Kravitz was photographed wearing a large diamond ring in London this week and people confirmed their engagement. Neither has publicly confirmed it. The ring alone is doing the talking and it's estimated to be worth around $500,000.
500. That's it?
1,000.
Yeah, I thought
not
it was
$500. 500,000.
$500. She was engaged to
Channing Tatum. So 8 months is like 2 school terms.
It's not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time.
But we presume that we've only... Is this because for public knowledge we've only known for 8 months? So there could have been...
August. But in July 2025, he was kissing someone else. So I think that the timeline is correct.
Okay, fair enough. Still, that's not a long time.
It's not a long time. How long was it until Patty proposed to you? How long had you been dating for?
Maybe a year.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we stayed engaged for a year or maybe even 2 years and then got married.
Okay. It took James 8 years.
Hurly durly.
And an ultimatum.
Ultimato. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
You gave him the ultimato, which was, I would love to hear it.
I was like,
I will kill you.
No, like, honestly, I'm giving you a year. Like, it's been 8 years. I said I wanted to have my kids before I turned 30.
Yeah.
Like, hustle. And then we got pregnant straight away on the honeymoon. Honeymoon baby. Noah's a honeymoon baby. And the funny thing is, he's obsessed with ancient Rome at the moment.
And that's where you conceived him?
James says, don't say that because he will repeat it to his teacher.
Yeah, good point. I would probably refrain until maybe he's on to...
for his 21st.
Ancient Egypt. 8 years. I mean, what's the average?
You think I've come prepared with stats with
Absolutely.
No, I have not.
You should be.
I have not. I don't know what the average is, but I'm pretty sure it's not 8 years. But I have been with him since I was 18.
Yeah, that's different though, hun. There's sort of a couple of years between, I think, 18 and 22 that kind of, although they are obviously a few years, I think you need to call them just still growing up years. teething years, but it's
I
not.
mean, the first year of us dating, he vomited out my window.
Yeah.
Left little chunks
Yeah.
on the sill. And peed in the corner of my room.
Oh, Patty's done
Gotta
stuff
love
like
college
that.
days.
Yeah. Patty's done that. And then you're like, marry me. You're like, why do I want to marry you?
He was like, I don't want a girlfriend. I'm like, but you do. And it's me. You'll come around. And he did.
Still trying to
And
escape.
he is still trapped.
He tried to take you out for dinner and you were like, I hate you. The Grinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maddie and I hadn't been together very long, but we stayed engaged for a long time.
That's not a long time. We were engaged for 18 months before we got married.
Patty wanted to get hitched straight away and I just said, we've got to save some money for this wedding. Patty doesn't do things very quickly, so that shocked me when he asked me after a year.
Yeah.
In the dishwasher takes 15 minutes.
I mean, that's pretty good.
1 year.
The other thing that I thought was interesting, he's about to kick off a massive world tour. He's doing 30 nights alone at Madison Square Garden. So they've got engaged and he's immediately like, bye.
Yeah, but she'll go with him. What does she do? She doesn't do much. She's like you at the moment.
She's an actress and a director. That's where she met Channing Tatum, when she was the director of some sort of movie.
Was it a horror movie or something?
Oh, yeah, I think so. So she was engaged to Channing Tatum and then before that she was married.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought he was queer.
He could be queer.
I just thought he was a bit of a queen. Like, I just got vibes when he did. Look, she's stunning.
She's stunning.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe it's good to get engaged and then have some time apart to see if it's something you really want.
All right, moving on to the next story.
Yep.
We don't need to dwell. Story number 2. Trump tells Melania on live TV their marriage won't last. During a live televised speech welcoming King Charles to the White House this week, Trump paused mid-speech, turned to face Melania and told her their marriage won't match his parents' 63-year record. Direct quote from Trump. That's a record we won't be able to match, darling. I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out that way. On live television, with King Charles sitting right there. Okay, there's a few layers of chaos here. So you've got this setting. So it's a state arrival ceremony for the King of England. You've got the audience, you've got Melania, you've got King Charles, Queen Camilla, and then just casually the entire world watching. And the delivery, which is casual, like he was just commenting on the weather.
I got a pit in my stomach when
Do you think he was trying to be funny?
Of course, he's always trying to be funny. But
Or do you think he's just a misogynist? Both.
Both.
Column A, column B.
Column B. But I also think I got a pit in my stomach for her. But I also then, to view the King's face, made me piss myself laughing.
I haven't seen the King's face.
So he is everywhere but in that room. He's like... This whole thing is unfolding next to him. And then bloody Camilla with her frou-frou hair. I just think it's such a contradiction. 2 different worlds. These people are leading this country, these people, and he's just such a tosser.
My question for you is, what would you do if you were Melania?
Be like, see, I'm out there.
On live TV?
Yeah, I would I'd try and make the biggest fool of him.
It's not hard. Full-size Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, I just would be like, you're a tosser. But I would have made fun of him. I don't know. Nothing shocks me about him anymore, but I just think he's a misogynist.
100%.
And he's looked and he knows that that's going to go viral and he knows it's going to get him attention. And as you say, any press is
Do you think he's
press.
that calculated though? I don't think he's that calculated. I just think he's stupid.
I think he has someone working for him who feeds him these dumb ideas.
Like Caroline Levitt.
Yeah, and she feeds him these ideas like, this is clickbait, this will get your name up there.
'Cause that's what you want the president to care about is clickbait.
But he cares about milk.
Well, lobbyists and,
Like, we're not dealing with a normal human being here. I wonder what Camilla and Philip... No, not Philip.
Charles.
Philip's really dead.
Chillip is so cold. Philip is so cold.
Chilly.
King Charles is just sitting there going, I wish I was a tampon.
Oh, that old liner. That would be good on a t-shirt. I wish I was your tampon.
Oh my gosh, we should do a line of unhinged best friend matching t-shirt. Like the I'm with stupid,
Yeah.
I'm stupid, or like,
Yeah.
I wish I was her tampon. Like something where where it's like slightly gross, but
Wildly fun.
wildly fun.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Okay, moving on.
Moving.
This is my wildcard one that I saw and I just had to include it. Story 3. Activist liberates pet crayfish Ronnie. Kills him immediately.
Ronnie, I hate it.
UK animal activist Emma Smart stole what she thought was a lobster from a restaurant tank in the UK.
I like her. She's our girl.
Liberate it. Threw it into the sea.
Oh, okay. She's doing good stuff.
The restaurant owner says it was his pet crayfish named Ronnie, who had lived with him for a few years, and that Ronnie died the second he hit the harbour.
Is it crayfish or crawfish?
I don't know. I'm going to say crayfish because that's how it's spelled.
I just love his name. But anyway, Ronnie hit the water dead.
Ronnie died the second he hit the harbour water because of the temperature difference. Sorry. Emma has since said that she did it as a small, spontaneous act of kindness.
Oh, go Emma.
During a dark low point. She pleaded guilty to criminal damage and is... I'm not making this up. I saw this online today and I was like, that. She pleaded guilty to criminal damage, is now banned from coming within 10 metres of the restaurant. Next minute, Peter enters the chat.
Oh, Peter. Hey, Pete.
Peter is in the animal activist.
Yeah,
Peter.
P-E-T-A.
People for the ethical treatment of animals.
Great.
I know that because I used to be vegan. Peter has responded by saying that they support lobster liberations. But make sure that they end up in their rightful home. Ronnie did not end up in his rightful home.
Ronnie died because of a cold plunge.
So, first things first, Ronnie.
Yeah. What?
The name Ronnie for a crayfish. Crawfish, crayfish, lobster.
Ronnie.
Not
great.
No. I believe that the, quote, small spontaneous act of kindness is the most chaotic reframing of an accidental murder I've ever heard.
I just love that she was so unhinged. Like, how did she just scoop him out?
But where was he? He's a pet.
But you know how restaurants have tanks?
Yeah, but they're for food. She
That's
thought
what
it was
I mean.
food. So why would Ronnie be with the food?
Ronnie wasn't food. Maybe Ronnie was. But I just love that she was either super drunk. She was like, I'm going to take that thing. And you imagine with your drunk family, like, we're going to take Ronnie down in the water. Ronnie dies from cold plunge. Oh my God. Ronnie can't be real.
Peter coming out in semi-support, sending the vibes. We make sure they get up in their rightful home. Unlike Emma.
Oh, so they actually dissed her in the end.
No, but that's what it feels like.
Oh, it feels like
By
they're
saying,
like, well, we would have done a better job.
But they're saying, like, we support the idea, but just make sure you don't fucking kill them.
She didn't know she was going to kill him. I wonder what happened to Ronnie post-death. Did he go to the morgue?
No, he's probably been eaten.
Oh, yeah. Seagull.
Also, bit of background on Emma that I found. She's also previously confronted David Attenborough at a restaurant. Sir David, who has spent nearly 99 years defending the planet. Leave him alone, Emma.
Emma, pipes back to your table. And Emma is from what country?
This is in the UK.
Oh, she's a pom.
Yeah, UK animal activist Emma Smart.
Oh, she's going to be so viral. I wonder how many followers she has now. You go, Emma.
At what point does activism become chaotic?
Then
And isn't
that moment in time, that moment in history.
and is intent enough? She was trying to do a good thing, but she killed
Was
him.
she? Did she plan it or did she just stumble across Ronnie and go, I'm taking you, Ronnie?
I can imagine us being drunk in a Chinese restaurant and be like,
That's what
I'm taking this flathead with us.
No, I'll take the blue swimmer. And we're just like, there's a body of water, flink.
Oh, here's the other thing. Ronnie had a mate in the tank.
Oh, she didn't take the other mate.
Apparently the mate also died. I just didn't get time to look into why the mate died too.
Did Emma go back? She was like, I didn't say why they're going to go back for Birdie.
I'm coming back, Regina.
Regina?
No.
I mean, Emma the activist. We need to find her on socials. We should tag her in this episode. Emma, you are a loose cannon, but I love your energy.
Yeah. Emma, please visit us in Australia.
Please
Her
refrain.
mic moment.
I've got a dog you can save.
Yeah, come throw my dog in the harbour.
Oh, gosh.
That was it.
That was funny. Good choices.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Should we get into the Hyperfix?
Let's do the Hyperfix.
Believe me, I know obsession, I invented it, but these two next level, it's the Hyperfix.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
So it's time for the Hyperfix, where we each bring an obsession we should absolutely have moved on from by now. Have you got something you want to talk about?
I can go first because you went first last week.
Okay.
My Hyperfix is the slow living trap. Why opting out of hustle culture feels like another job. So everyone is selling slow living. Rest, doing less, protecting your peace. Sounds incredible. So why does opting out of busyness feel like a full-time job with a Pinterest board?
Mm-hmm.
I have been unintentionally living a slow life.
For the first time since when?
Birth.
So when you were on mat leave, did you work through mat leave with both the kids?
Yes. I went into labour when I was still working with Noah. And then I had the consultancy.
Okay. I find it interesting that it's the first time ever you've slowed down. Do you have a new love for it or a new interest in possibly...
In what?
In a slower pace?
I've always been interested in the slower pace. I feel uncomfortable with the fact that I have nothing to show for my days.
Okay.
Which is a thing, which I will get into.
Okay.
A little bit of context. At the moment, Slow Living is having a full cultural moment. Think cottagecore, soft life, lazy girl era. Rest is an act of resistance. But there's a tension that nobody's naming. The pressure to slow down itself has become a performance. And it's very similar to the slow motherhood. It's additional pressure.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
guilt.
commercialized.
But there's guilt associated with it.
Yeah.
Like you're not entitled or you're not deserving of it.
Well, I think it's, again, the slow life is being sold to the people who need it most and have the least access to it. It's a class issue as well, as you can't opt out of hustle culture if you have a mortgage, kids in daycare and a business to run. The loudest voices preaching rest are actually the ones who can afford to do it, which is, again, very similar to the slow motherhood thing. And it's being sold and packaged to us as, you know, linen, candles, cozy mugs in front of a window.
Aesthetically pleasing.
It's an aesthetically pleasing thing.
Which is so not. I don't think the reality of it, like you said, there's an emptiness at the end of your day when you feel like, oh yeah, I got to do all those things, but I have nothing to show for it.
Nothing to show for
There's
it.
no satisfaction.
But it's a little bit of discomfort.
Yeah, you're not settled in it.
Not settled. Maybe it's because it's a new thing for me, and if this continues, it will become comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But it was surprising because I was looking into that feeling of discomfort, and there's research that suggests that the inability to rest itself is a stress response.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, I think you're stressed about stressing. Like,
You know, it's like planning to make a plan.
yeah.
It's like I'm stressed about not being stressed.
Yeah, exactly.
So your nervous system gets so used to operating at a high capacity that genuine downtime triggers discomfort rather than relief. Basically, being bad at relaxing is a symptom of having been too busy for too long and not a personality type.
Yep.
So I found that very interesting as well, because there is that level of discomfort. Like, for example, today going, okay, so I need to finish the edit, need to plan this episode, but then I should really do some work on something that will make me money in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, because I'm trying to be more present with my husband and everything like that and not sit on my laptop while I'm having time with him, husband time, I stop working and I feel like I've had nothing achieved because I didn't finish the edit, I didn't do this. Like not one thing is ticked off my to-do list, which consistently gets longer and longer and longer.
Yeah, I found like after you finished up where you were like, oh my gosh, I got so many things done today that were on my list. Because I think you were functioning at that same level. You were like, oh, there's so many things I had on my list to do, and I just kept moving it. And I finally, when things sort of started to wind down, you were like, okay, I'm going to do all those things. And you felt really productive. Things like, you know, changing internet or whatever it might be. But I think as your body starts to slow down, you must panic because you're so used to functioning at that high level of stress and busyness. Like, what do they say? Don't give a job to a busy person, or what's that saying?
Yeah, if you want something done, give it to someone busy.
That's right. If you think about it, you might have had 3 jobs today you had to do, and it's like, well, you know.
But I'm not working. I'm sitting down. Like,
Of
I feel like my day starts a lot later because I'll drop the kids off and then I'll go, okay, my non-negotiable this week, because I'm trying to get into a good routine, is once the kids get dropped off, I take the dog for a walk. So I get a little bit of exercise, the dog gets exercise. And so before I sit my ass down here in my office to get anything done, at least that is done.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting down here till 10:30.
Of course. But
11, and the kids get home at 4. It's like,
and the days go quickly.
the days go so quickly.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know that feeling.
But I'm not yet super stressed about not getting anything done, but I just noticed because this week, now the school holidays are well and truly over, like 2 weeks into the term, I've started actually looking and keeping the to-do list and going, okay, well, I need to get these things done. Deadlines here for certain things. So now I'm finding all that task's getting moved over to tomorrow. So that list is growing. So there's a level of anxiety growing with that as well.
But is it you prioritizing other things now that maybe that's why that list is changing?
Yeah, it's because I prioritize this. Because now this is the only thing that that I'm involved with someone else.
Right. You're not beholden, but
no, but like
there's obligation.
Yeah. So this is like where, okay, this is not just about me. Therefore,
which is like a job.
This gets prioritized.
Yeah. I think you're hard on yourself, and I think that that I love this new you. Less stressed, less chaotic. I can see calmness in you. I mean, your family's into tap dancing or something upstairs.
There must be no insulation in between at all.
They must wear silent shoes.
They should put some fucking socks on. I bought them all slippers recently.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. And I think there's obviously something in a trend or a pattern because you're looking at slow mothering.
Yeah. Well,
and now slowing down.
Yeah. And I think that there is, like, I'm definitely getting I will be honest, I'm still not sleeping great, surprisingly.
Really?
And it's, again, because I realised last night I cannot just sit and do nothing. So, like, I normally fall asleep while doing something still.
Really?
Like the other day, I don't know what it was, but I was doing a crossword in bed and I remember, like, obviously when you drift off and you kind of go like, "Ugh," and jerk yourself awake, but I had the crossword, so I was like,
It was old school, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, like you were swatting a fly.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I was like, woke myself up. I'm like, well, now I'm awake. I'll keep going on the crossword.
Oh, no. See, you need to,
I need to, like, put everything out of the room.
To the side. So I'll read and then I'm like, I'm not taking anything in. Kindle, roll over, go to bed.
What I've noticed, if I get really tired and I'll fall asleep, but then I've fallen asleep doing something and I'm in a weird position and I wake up really sore and then I'm sore for 4 days.
You're like crocheting like around your body.
I can't bring the crochet in anymore because I've got multiple balls going on one project and it's...
Have you seen that thing on a trend where these wives will put a couple of Uno cards in their husband's hands and then they'll like quickly like tap them and be like, babe, it's your turn. And these husbands wake up and they're like, what the hell?
No,
like,
I haven't seen
no
that.
memory of playing Uno and they're like, oh. And then they just put a card down because they're all so discombobulated. Like, what
we
the
have
hell?
to do that with Jay.
Honestly, I'd sit there for 10 minutes trying to wake Patty up. But you should do that with James. Be like, it's your turn.
Well, the flapping of a magazine in his face would wake him up.
Oh, yeah. No, he's probably used to the flapping.
Yeah. There's a new trend on TikTok where wives are taking their husbands to Sephora and having them pronounce certain products and anything they can't pronounce they have to buy.
Great. We should take the boys. Let's not go to Sephora though. Let's go somewhere else.
Mecca.
And
thoughts on slow living is slow living might just be living. And somewhere along the way we forgot that just living is allowed. The goal isn't aesthetic. It's just stopping, no linen and cozy tea mugs required. That's it. That's really a short little one this week.
I like it.
Again, slow week.
Slow week.
Really
mood.
slow week, yeah.
Slow theme.
What's your Hyperfix?
So sort of tossed up between two things, but I'm going to go with burnt out in April because it's a little bit the opposite of what you did.
That is currently trending online.
I feel really burnt out.
Yeah, it's happening all over the world.
And it's April. I'm not even halfway through the year. So the burnout comes in all sorts of forms in my household. It comes in, I look at their house and I think it's like 100 elephants live here. It just feels grotty. It feels like I want to get everyone out, get people in with a hazmat suit. I start a job, I don't finish the job, and these are now starting to like creep in.
I hate that.
Feeling overwhelmed. I look at the chicken coop and that just looks like...
You don't have any chickens.
I have no chickens, so it's just a jungle in there. And then I'm not the girl who goes and gets the whippersnipper or whatever and starts just having a crack on my own.
We know you shouldn't, considering what you did to the hedges.
That's right. I'm not allowed the hedges. I'm not allowed to do that anyway. And I just feel this overwhelming sense of I cannot catch my tail. Washing, I don't know what the freaking hell I can do. I don't know anymore. And winter uniforms, the layers, the sand, and then Hamish ate oysters the other day and he decided he didn't like the oysters. It was spicy, so he spat the oyster into his shirt, rolled up his shirt and put it in his dirty clothes hamper. And I've gone to do the washing and I was like, holy smokes. I was just like this.
How did you not know that there was a
whole oyster missing?
Or an oyster sitting in someone's room?
Oh, because he did it that afternoon. It chewed it and it had like jalapeno or something in it.
You gave a jalapeno oyster to a 4-year-old? That's
probably
your first fucking problem.
Chili. No, he loves chili.
Children just need to be children. Let your kids be kids.
I know. And anyway, I'm sorry, Lena. I was like, and it just sort of like rolled off the
and
side.
It literally looks like a yeah.
Hoika. A big golly,
Yeah.
And then it like slapped on the tiles in the laundry and you just think, this is shit. It's just chaos. And then the kids made bird feeders at Bunnings. And
did you go to Bunnings and they were doing like a kids activity?
Yeah, and I thought, this is nice. And I stood and I had my
lovely.
coffee. And the lady sent me home with these plates, paper plates, they decorated and put 3 bits of twine on it and a mountain of birdseed
Oh, good.
in the car. So I drove home with one in the center console bit and one on the seat. And I was like, oh my God, new car seeds. We're trying to be really good with the car. And I got home and Maggie gets out of the car and she just goes, and all the seed just goes everywhere. So now
But she would have freaked out because all of her seeds gone everywhere.
every bird in the whole neighborhood, it's like a bird orgy. It's like Pigeon Lady. You know that Pigeon Lady in like Central
The bus
Park?
drives past, like, was that not the lady's house who was standing in the middle of the street with
No shoe
one
on.
shoe on, clomping away?
Now there are birds everywhere.
I was like, that movie.
The birds have eyes.
I don't know what movie it is. The movie with the birds just
Crows
decide
have eyes.
the birds will kill people. Yeah. Oh, that movie freaked me out as a kid. I definitely watched that way too young.
So there's birds everywhere. Then there's bird poo on the car, and and then we got a new bed, and then the new bed.
Oh, the sleigh bed's
The sleigh bed's gone. Someone bought the sleigh bed. We got this new bed. It's like a gas lift, so you pull it up and there's all storage underneath.
which is great until the gas lift stops working and you need 3 people to lift it up
Well,
to get
I was
anything
like,
out from underneath.
Maybe I can just hide under there. Maybe it can be my hidey hole. Anyway, so then I've got all the stuff that was under the other bed just sitting in the room, and I'm trying to be this capsule wardrobe chick, and I'm just looking and going, I have so much stuff and I hate everything. Like I'm in a real like, ugh. And I think it's because I'm on this downward spiral of post-holidays, post-Byron. Hamish has been really challenging because he wants to be back on the farm in New Zealand. He keeps telling me, I'm getting on a plane. He packed his bags and walked to the front door, and I said, bye, mate. Have fun.
That can backfire. Be careful.
Well, I did it. Anyway, he's rebelling and wants to be in New Zealand. I'm just feeling like I'm in April and
Everything's just a little bit hard.
It's just too hard.
I'm the same. I've been trying to clean out my closet. It's been on my to-do list. Yeah. Move it. So I started in the past weekend. I've done 2 little drawers, and everything I don't want or everything I don't know where I want it to go just sitting on my bedside table.
Yeah, you're like, I just moved that shit to there and that shit to there.
And I keep going, I should do just one little bit a day.
Great in theory.
Yeah.
Horrible in reality.
No good.
And then I decided I wanted to throw out all my bras and undies. So now I have no bras and no undies. I have 2
Perfect.
bras and like 10 pairs of undies. God forbid I have a gastro or anything. I'll be
You're likely.
just put a nappy on. But I'm just feeling a little bit meh.
Here's what I don't understand, right? So yes, so I get it. And I'm the same where I'm like, you put things off, then you half do it, and then you just hate yourself.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But my husband will be like, oh, I'm just going to quickly clean out Mabel's closet, and it's done within 10 minutes. It's been on my list for 3 months.
I would never trust Pat to clean out my child's
No, I don't trust him, but I also thought, honestly, what's the worst he could do?
throw out really good clothes.
Well, he just went and did it because there's so many small clothes in there.
Yeah, fair enough.
I do have a really cute little Burberry button-up shirt. Never been worn, tag still on it, that I might put on Depop.
Perfect.
A kid's one.
Yeah, put it on. Oh, then that's the other thing. I keep selling all these things on Depop. Can I find them? So I was in the garage the other morning.
So what is the pace of selling things? Because I feel like I should definitely try it.
This is the interesting thing. So I had these 2 items up. I actually sold them in the last 2 weeks, and I had them up on Depop for, I would say, months. I had a pair of Burberry gumboots, like little ankle ones. They were too small for me. And
Did I give you those?
no, my dad bought them for me.
Where are my Burberry gumboots? I should sell those. They don't fit me.
Yeah. And rubber, honestly, the friction, because they were too small, I could barely walk.
I couldn't get them over my calf, so they were like a knee-high boot, but they were an ankle boot because you couldn't shoved down. It was so uncomfortable. Yeah.
So, and then they'd been up there for months, and then all of a sudden, when I was on my way up to the Hunter Valley, I sold those 2 things, and I'm like, that's bizarre. The pace comes in peaks and troughs. Depends on what you do. Depends on if you boost your items. I don't boost anything because I just think if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So then I had to go rummaging trying to find these shoes and the gumboots, and then I try and clean them and all sorts of things. So anyway, I'm just looking for something to look forward to. I'm looking for booking for an international holiday, so I have some,
Perfect.
step in my step again.
Let's do something.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was actually thinking
of
of next school holidays for the private school around. Apparently they're longer than.
Oh, are they?
They're like 3 weeks.
Ew.
Or something. So I'm thinking we might do something.
Well, we're probably going to go to New Zealand and go skiing because my brother's over there. So if you want to come skiing.
We do need to do New Zealand together.
Yeah. Anyway, I would take any advice or opinions or feedback on how I can get myself into it a little bit more.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say to you. about this.
Okay.
Your body isn't broken. April in Australia is a genuine biological ambush.
Mm-hmm.
As daylight drops in autumn, melatonin spikes and cortisol dips, which makes you feel sluggish, flat and unmotivated. Then layer school term 2 structure back on top of summer's loose pace, and your system is basically being asked to perform at full capacity while running on fumes. Germans have a word for it.
Oh, what's the word?
Stand by.
It's a swear word.
Okay. I'm going to attempt and then I'm going to work out how to say it properly. Herbstmüdigkeit,
I love that.
which just means autumn fatigue.
Okay.
It's a recognized thing. The cruel twist. If you've been running hot all year, your nervous system can actually mistake stillness for threat.
Which is what you're feeling. Yeah.
So even when you get downtime, you can't use it properly. You're tired but wired, which is exactly the worst combination. So it's a thing.
Yeah. There you go.
I want to look up the pronunciation.
What did you say?
Herbstmüdigkeit. Claude just said, honestly, just say it confidently on air and nobody will know if it's wrong. That's what Chaos Correctional is for.
Claude is a hype girl again with the hype girl.
Herbstmüdigkeit.
Herbstmüdigkeit.
There's another German word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Fraujahrmuskeit. An ailment that many Germans suffer from in springtime that the rest of humanity has never heard of.
Die Frühjahrsmüdigkeit.
Die foolish.
Die Frühjahrsmüdigkeit.
Interesting. Well, anyway, I'm feeling all of those.
Well, it's a real thing and you're not crazy. Shall we get into the SideQuest?
Yep.
These ladies cannot stay on topic for 5 seconds. This is the SideQuest.
It's time for the SideQuest, the less serious part of the podcast where one of us, usually me, brings the game and by now the rosé is hit so the chaos is inevitable. What have you planned for us this week?
A guessing game.
Is it guessing what the SideQuest is?
Yeah. Guessing who did the side quest. Guess who?
Guess who?
You.
Oh yeah, you're right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I've been talking about slow living and rest and doing less and I need to know. Are we actually doing healthy self-care things or are we just doing unhinged behaviour and calling it wellness? This is worth it or cooked? I'm going to read out something someone did in the name of self-care, rest or slow living, and we both have to rule whether it's genuinely worth it or just cooked behaviour in a wellness costume.
Okay.
So the rules are we both have to give our verdict, worth it or cooked, plus a 1-sentence reason as to why.
Okay.
No fence sitting, and if we can't decide, we're automatically cooked.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to do the countdown thing again?
Yeah.
All right. I'll read the scenario. I've got 5.
So we're saying worthwhile, cooked.
Worth it
Oh, worth it or cooked?
or cooked?
Okay.
Okay. Scenario 1. Cancel plans with friends to stay home to protect your energy. Then spend the evening on your phone watching other people's stories.
3, 2, 1.
Cooked.
Worth it. I am all for this.
Why is it worth it?
I just think if you listen to yourself that you don't want to go out and that's your only way to recharge, so be it.
Okay. I think if you're sitting at home scrolling on your phone, I don't think that's good for you. It's almost like a FOMO thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you're actually resting if you're doing that because your mind's going to be activated.
Probably, but is it quietness for the minute? Is it
Potentially.
Yeah.
But could you not be quiet in a different way?
But if you go out, I'm never quiet. So
You are never quiet.
that's what I mean. So really, I am doing myself a favor by not going.
Fine. Next scenario.
Yep.
Booked a solo hotel room for one night just to sleep alone and watch whatever you want on TV. Told no one until after it was over.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
Worth it. Can we do it together?
Yes. They say that this is really, really healthy thing to do. Let's book a hotel for one night
Yes.
where we go and get room service.
Oh
We
my
can
God.
put like those foot peeling things on our feet.
Oh, yes. Get a tattoo?
On our neck. On our lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be like the hangover. It'll be like we had all the intentions. And we
But I've seen it where like mums will book a hotel room and do that for like, you know, an epic night of Christmas present wrapping. And they'll just do it together and sit there and do it all together.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
It's like when we grocery shop side by side.
Yeah, we should always do that. That's a really fun one.
I know. You're just always busy.
I'm not anymore. After this weekend, and then there's Mother's Day. Then I'm done.
That's what we want for Mother's Day. I don't want to spend time with my kids.
I just want to be alone.
All right, next scenario. Cried in the car for 10 minutes before walking into school pickup because you needed to get it out before performing okayness for everyone else.
3, 2, 1. Worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah.
It's cathartic.
Oh.
So cathartic. It's like like popping a pimple.
Oh, it's like that Kim Kardashian cry face.
It's like a Claire Danes on Homeland cry face.
Oh, yeah, you keep talking. Because she slept with the person that died. Again.
Yeah.
Plot twist happened again.
Okay, next scenario. Bought an $80 candle because it was an investment in your environment and you deserved it.
3, 2, 1.
Cooked.
Worth it. Oh.
Candles are toxic. You told me that.
Some aren't and some are.
Okay, well, now you're lying to me.
I mean, beeswax is better.
That's not beeswax. That's just full toxic, probably from Temu.
Fumes.
You know what that is? SARS.
2.0. Do you remember that time when you freshly painted in here? We had the candle going, and I was like, I feel depleted of clear oxygen. Like, I was just like,
And I wouldn't open a window because I'm scared. Like, you see how many dead flies are in that window? Like, I got to vacuum those up, but I'm scared.
what if they were going to suck them up? Get Di to do it.
She doesn't come down here
Oh.
because I'm always like, don't come down to the sex dungeon. Last one.
Okay.
Took a sick day when you weren't sick because your nervous system told you to.
3, 2, 1.
Worth it.
I have done worth it on everything that says a lot about my personality.
Yeah, you're just used to being slow. I have done that a lot, but I mean, technically it would be a sick day if your nervous system is like, that is like a mental health thing. You can feel it in your body.
Yeah.
Okay, final round.
Okay.
Chaos twist.
Okay.
We both have to say one thing we've done in the name of self-care that was objectively cooked. No deflecting, just one sentence.
Okay, I have sat in my car and applied fake tan with the music on and the heater on because I did not want to be inside with my family. And I put on my self-tanner, heater's on, a towel on the seat.
I was going to say, thank goodness. Was this in the new car with the beige leather seat?
No, the old car.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So, and yeah, it was so much bliss because they couldn't find me. It was warm.
It's like when we were hiding from the kids at one time.
Yeah.
Behind the bed, like literally just behind the bed.
That's another thing of
It's just
self-care.
stupid.
That closing of the door and the slow commute around to your seat before you re-enter what feels like a circus.
Yeah,
That is self-care. Or sitting in the car.
it
on
is
your own.
self-care.
Yeah.
But it's not self-care because normally I can hear the kids screaming as I go around.
And you're like, I don't want to get in. Yeah. Or just leaving them at daycare till the very last minute of the day because I just cannot bring myself to function. I can't do that with Maggie, but there was times where I was like, I'm going at 5:59.
Yeah.
And they'd be sitting there with
I'll
like
pay
bleach around them because they're there for the cleaning. And you're like, hi.
I've got a kerchief around their head now. Taking out the trash.
Honestly, yeah. But you got to do these things.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Okay. You might remember this.
Yeah.
So remember when we moved into this house and James was moving all the furniture pretty much by himself into the house and I spent the whole day painting the inside of the chicken coop
Do you remember that?
a dark green colour.
Yes.
It just had to be done
Yes.
for my aesthetic wellness.
And I think you couldn't deal with the real thing that was going on up here. And that little tiny house down there you had full control over.
Yeah. And now I can't see
up
any...
with green paint on you like you were camouflaging
But
yourself.
there's still green paint all over those like exercise pants I was wearing.
Good choice though.
Yeah, but now it's so dark on the inside of that coop that you can't see anything. You're like, where's the egg?
I do things like this all the time. Like I just drive past the seafood man in Barrel and get half a dozen oysters. And
So
just
bougie.
sit in the car and eat my oysters, throw
Like-
them in the servo bin and go.
Oysters from a service station.
No, they're fresh from Shell Harbour.
But they're sold out of a service station.
Yeah, of course, but far out
Southern
there.
Highlands is so bougie.
Yeah, and then I like walk over to the servo bin and I like throw the oysters in. Like no one can see my addiction.
What about when you will remember this because you took part of this. Remember when I like got really overwhelmed right before Christmas? You and our friend had taken the girls to the movies and I met you. You were at the Creperie and I met you and I just spent the whole day just shopping, buying random shit for myself. And I bought the cozy, the robe, the slippers.
That was a real moment. And you were going to do it with me the day before because we went shopping the day before.
Did we? I don't remember that.
Well, we had Mabel with us.
Oh, yeah.
Maggie, maybe? Yeah, we had the girls with us. What did we do?
I don't know. Was it raining?
I don't know. Oh, we took them to get their nails done.
Oh, and then that kicked off Mabel's obsession. And then you wouldn't let poor Maggie get green nail polish.
No.
I was like, just get it.
Did
She's
she
over
get
there.
it?
Yeah, she ended up getting it.
Yeah, then the whole time we were in New Zealand, she's like, I wish I got the orange like Hannah.
Oh, yeah, and that orange stayed on my feet for 3 months.
That's like a third of Kravitz and
I know.
Harry's
Yeah, I know.
relationship.
Like, I almost got my nails painted
Your
in August 2025.
Your pedicure.
Okay. Although we said worth it for most of those, my verdict is that we are both cooked and
but-
we are both worth it at the same time. And refuse to be held accountable for any of our wellness choices.
And based on my delusional, everything's worth it.
Delulu frou-frou.
It proves that I'm cooked.
Shall we move on to obsession of the week?
Obsession. Okay, so we're going to talk about obsession of the week, where we each tell you one thing we think you need in your life this week.
Two women, very fired up about very small things. I don't listen to women, but maybe you should. This is obsession of the week.
What is your recommendation this week?
So my recommendation is a book, and it's by Lisa Wilkinson.
Okay, is this the Titanic one?
This is the Titanic
Have
one.
you read it?
I read the first 2 chapters.
Okay.
And I stopped because I needed to know some background of how it evolved. And I think if you remember, we met her at a podcast live show.
Do we need to say the
No, we're not going to say that.
the background of that story of your thirstiness of how we had to go honestly?
Loved it, right? But we would never have had this conversation because she said to us that night, I'm working on something.
She did.
Amazing. We were like, what is it? She's like, I can't tell you. And we were like, come on, Lisa. Give us a little bit.
Yeah, but this is after you'd literally elbowed your way into backstage somehow.
Through Jessie and Claire. Remember they came out to get us? That was fun.
Have you sent this to Jessie yet?
Yeah, Jessie sees all this stuff.
This stuff?
Possibly.
When we were first brainstorming this podcast, you're like, I could send it to Jessie to see if she could give us any tips.
I might do that again, actually. She's just had twins. Probably not the right time.
That was like 2 months ago. She'll be fine.
Poor Jessie. Anyway, Lisa said to us backstage something like, oh, I'm working on something. It's going to be massive. And we were all like, what could it be? And she wouldn't give any of this information. And we were like,
Didn't I call her a bad word?
you did.
Sorry, Lisa.
Anyway, so I bought the audio book and started listening to it. And I was like, nah, I need a hard copy.
Like a physical hard copy
Yeah.
or Kindle?
No, a Kindle. Like I wanted to read because with audio, I can be busy, but if I'm reading, I'm more in the moment. And I was speaking to someone at work about it, and she also said like she started on the audio and then she went back and decided, no, she went for a hard copy book. So she went to town to buy one. Anyway, I've started first 2 chapters and it is so fascinating.
Based on a real person.
Based on a real person called Evelyn.
An Aussie lady.
Yeah, and she was one of the survivors of the Titanic.
Yes, but was she crew?
No, she was passenger.
Okay.
A little bit of background to her. So there was 9 Australians in total on the boat. 8 passed and she survived. And her story is that she lived, I can't even think of the suburb now, but say like the Murray River, and she was into rowing. This is back in the 1900s, and she used to row against the current for strength training. So she'd row as the water was going the opposite direction, and she was a very, very good rower. And so she then, Titanic's going down, she gets into a passenger boat, 16 say, and she rowed them to safety. She saved that whole boat. But what's really interesting about it is that Lisa wrote this book, and there's dialogue around it that her husband...
I was just going to think. I was wondering if her husband had anything to do with it.
Well, everyone kind of called it and said, oh, he's ghostwriter or he's helped her and things
Potentially,
like that.
but that's fine.
Well, she's really honest. She's mentions that, he didn't write anything for me, but he gave me direction. He gave me advice.
Of where to get the information probably as
Exactly.
well. Because her husband is Peter Fitzsimons.
Correct. It was the bandana.
I don't know what he looks like. I just know he writes historical-esque novels.
And of course, you're in this marriage with someone who's so gifted. She's going to bounce this idea. And that's where the idea actually came from. She was standing there. They were looking at a picture of the Titanic. And she said, to him, do you know how many people were on that were Aussie? And he was like, no, I don't really know. And so she went in and looked at it was 9. And there was this one person left over. And what I liked about it was that the connection that Lisa made was a woman needs to tell Evelyn's story.
Yeah.
That will do such service to this story rather than her husband. I think of it as this person's giving Lisa the baton, as handing over this wealth of knowledge, and she's writing this amazing story and what happened to Evelyn. And I'm proud of Lisa for doing it despite being a wife to a very, very, very good author. But also having the courage to work on it for 3 years knowing it was going to be phenomenal. And it is. It's really interesting.
Did you read her memoir?
I didn't, but my mum did and she liked it.
Yeah, I think I've got it somewhere.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And she's the only other person I've met that's the same size as me.
She's little.
Yeah.
That was a good night.
And I looked after her when I was a flight attendant while her and Carl were still doing the breakfast show. And she was lovely. Like, she's so lovely. But
She laughed at me calling her a though.
yeah, she did. She did, yeah. I don't remember what was.
To her face. Oh, because she wouldn't tell us about the book.
Oh,
And I said, well, you're just being a
we were very white wined.
we were quadruple fisting whatever drinks we had because they wouldn't let you go out. We didn't want to keep making trips to the bar. We went to see Mamma Mia out loud live because we both love Mamma Mia out loud.
Yep.
All right. My recommendation this week is a local one.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to recommend Lucette.
Oh, cool.
We went there for our date night last week. Not only is the food great, but the staff said I was pretty, which is always lovely. And I think it's a testament to them because it's the same people who do the creperie. And I find that so many new places in town just don't make it. Anything sort of,
It's a bit niche.
anything younger, I want to say, like anything a bit more modern or a bit more trendy doesn't seem to last. And the creperie is always busy and Lucette always busy. And that particular venue they have in High Street is great. Like you go out there and it doesn't matter that you're sitting outside, inside an arcade. It doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
They've done such a good job. And the food's great. And obviously the wine is very good. And they'll always recommend a good wine to go with whatever you're eating.
Oh, that sounds like my weekend in the Hunter Valley. I went to Lucette on my own and I had a mussel soup.
Lots of people had that. I know you love a liquid soup, apparently.
I'm really into soup. My kids would probably eat that actually. That's a good recommendation.
Yeah,
Breakfast, lunch and dinner, they hit the mark.
which is perfect.
Did you get a dessert?
Didn't, only because I was full of steak.
Yum.
Anyway, that's my recommendation. Should we get into the
Nice.
weekly manifest?
Let's do it.
Weekly manifest. Great. They're doing motivational speeches yet again.
It's time for the weekly manifest, where we confidently ask the universe for things that we probably should have planned for. This week, we manifest slow Sundays that don't dissolve into Sunday scaries, and the audacity to book a date night without immediately wondering what it means.
Yeah.
We manifest nervous systems that know how to stand down, and the kind of rest that doesn't require a linen set or a $40 candle. Just permission. We manifest 8-month engagements that actually work out, marriages that survive being roasted on live television, and a pet crayfish that makes its way home safely. And we manifest the version of April that doesn't destroy us. The one where we pour the wine, do absolutely nothing, and call it enough.
Yeah.
That's it from us this week. Thank you for being here and for letting us be completely unqualified in your ears. If you've got a burning question, a chaotic life update, or something you genuinely need two women with zero credentials to weigh in on, send it to us. Details are in the show notes of how you can contact us. And if you love us, please rate, review, and follow wherever you listen. It makes a massive difference and we will love you forever. And don't forget to listen after the outro for Chaos Correctional, where we fact check ourselves and find out exactly how wrong we were this week.
Let's hope we don't beat the tally by, what was it, 8 last week?
Last week was like 11.
Oh, he's a lot.
No, the week before last was like 11. This one, I think we got 5.
Fab. And we just want to say RIP to Ronnie.
And I'll put in the correctional any details I find about Ronnie's mate.
What do we call him? Bernie.
Regina.
Regina. You think he had a girlfriend?
No, it said he also had a mate in the wherever he was, but the mate is also dead, but I had no details on how the mate was dead.
Oh, gosh.
And that's it.
Okay, thanks for listening to Grab Her by the Mic, and we will
See you next Tuesday.
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
All I could think of the whole time was like, I need to go to Yumcha ASAP.
Chaos Correctional. We have a situation, a very serious situation. They were wrong. Again.
Welcome back to Chaos Correctional, the segment where we bravely confront the confident nonsense we delivered on air last week, armed with nothing but Wikipedia, rising anxiety, and a glass of something we probably shouldn't be drinking on a Monday. First up, we both said the suburb of the Hunter Valley in approximately 7 different ways during this episode, and was confident about none of them. It's Pekolbin. Pekolbin. Philsy, you've been there. You drank there, you became a wine expert there. Learn the name. Next, someone in the studio, and I'm not naming names, but it rhymes with spanner, suggested that refried beans are cooked in pork fat, which is surprisingly right. Traditionally, refried beans are made with lard, aka rendered pork fat, which gives it that rich, creamy, slightly sinful flavour. Most canned versions now use vegetable oil, but authentic Mexican refried beans, pork fat. I was right. I love this. And I need everyone to know that I'm fluent in Spanish as well. I wasn't prepared with stats during my Hyperfix and couldn't confidently state the average time people date before getting engaged. So I went and found out anyway. The average is around 2 to 3 years before getting engaged. Harry Styles proposed after 8 months. 8. The average couple takes 3 times longer. My husband took 12 times longer. Harry is either deeply in love or extremely impulsive, and we truly cannot tell which one it is yet. So I was wrong in the moment, right after the fact, which is basically our whole brand. I said Zoe Kravitz met Channing Tatum on the set of a movie she directed, and I was partially wrong. The movie is called Blink Twice, but they didn't meet on set. Zoe sent Channing the script through their mutual friend Riley Keough, you know, the one related to Elvis, before they even actually met. So she slid into his professional DMs via a famous friend, and it turned into a relationship. Respect the strategy, honestly. They broke up in late 2024. Zoe has since moved on to a man and is currently engaged after 8 months. We've come full circle. Ronnie the crawfish died for this. Most important correction in my honest opinion. We called Ronnie a lobster and or crayfish / crawfish approximately the entire episode. To confirm, Ronnie is a crayfish, or crawfish if you're an American, or a yabby if you're the kind of Australian who names their freshwater crustaceans properly. He was not a lobster. He was never a lobster. The activist who liberated him also thought he was a lobster, which might be why she threw him into salt water and killed him instantly. Ignorance of species is not a defense in this courtroom or in any other. That's Chaos Correctional for episode 22. Refried beans have pork fat in them. I was right about something and we're still processing it. See you next Tuesday.